All right, well, it's Tuesday afternoon. I come in here and I've undercoated the front wheel wells on both sides. Obviously, I back taped this stuff. Come in here, I used some rubber plugs I had left over from the Torinos. Plugged some of the holes in the firewall. In fact, I plugged all the holes in the firewall with pretty much this is just was a 67 through 73 Mustang rubber plug kit. I've done 3 cars off that $12 kit so far. So got all the holes plugged, got our floor pan holes plugged, and some of the inside firewall holes, they're plugged with them. Surprisingly, they fit. So got that plugged off. Taped all this stuff up earlier, and I come in here and I semi-gloss black this, and I come back with some undercoating, and I undercoated everything in here except for the stuff that you see. I did not do the back side of these bars. Obviously I didn't want to overspray on the inside of the car up there. It's hard enough to keep that down in here anyway when you're spraying inside. But got all that done. The rear wheel wells are undercoated in here. But not a whole lot of progress, so to say, today. Just some, can't really do a whole lot with this paint. Don't like to leave a tape on it real long because it's still curing. It's dry to the touch, it's hard. But urethane paint, it'll take it at least 3 to 4 months to fully cure out where it's rock hard. So I went in here and I just plugged these holes and done some undercoating and some painting. Went and grabbed some new control arm bolts. That's going to be my next thing. I'm going to get the front suspension back under it, which I've still got to clean all the rack and pinion and the struts and the control arms and all that stuff back up. But I'm going to clean that up. And now that everything, like I said, these are undercoated in here now. And once I get that stuff painted, we can start reassembling. My plan is to get the front back on its own weight, get it off these dollies. I'm going to get the radiator in it and the fan. That way I can start planning on the shroud that's going to go in between the fuel cell and the radiator. I'm probably going to go in here either tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to order our stuff for our motor and transmission to get it resealed, to get it cleaned back up. That way we can get that back up in here. I'm probably going to go in here and I'm going to take these off and paint these black in here. I don't really like them being shiny, but that's where we're at today. I'm going to piddle around down here some more, which it's about 6 o'clock already. I spent most of the day running around, grabbing supplies and paint and stuff. But, sometimes it's slow progress. On a side note, it is the 13th today, which 29 years ago, I had bought this car. I'm going to do a video, probably around Christmas time. I'm going to tell a whole story on this car. So, I think it'll be pretty cool. But I'm going to get back to working on this. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing at this point. I'm just kind of tinkering around. Because, like I said, I'm not going to get in here and start wallering around on this because I'd like it to dry a little more. Like I said, it is dry to touch. It is hard, but I want to cure some more. So, I'm either going to start cleaning this stuff up tonight or I may do it tomorrow. we'll start painting it and getting it back in this thing. So I'll be back here in just a few. Alright, I come in here and I tape this up. I sprayed a semi-gloss in here. Got a pretty cool little contrast going on. I know some of you won't like that, but I like it better than it being shiny green down in there. I may make some caps for that later. Not made my mind up, but get a good crisp line all the way around. And I just use some of that blue painter's tape that you get at any hardware store. Done that on all the surfaces I taped off, because you don't want to use like that brown tape on fresh paint. Not until it's cured all the way through. Which is why I did not spray the front of these back side of these bars or the front side. A lot of tape in here, and our wall covers 90% of that. At the end of this video, I'll draw a picture of the wall stuck in here and the back panel sitting on here. I did go in here this morning and set them in here, just kind of have an idea what it looked like. But that stuff's not going to go in until this is back in and you know, ready to go. So our panels will be the last things that we put in. The back wall will go in before the top panel does. Mostly because the shifter cables will run through it, and our wiring harness will be coming through it also. All our fuel and coolant and brake lines will be coming through our center previous exhaust tunnel here. It'll be coming up the center here. Our wiring will be probably coming through our rocker panel over there. I can access it back here, and we do have some access holes all the way up through, up until we get to a big one here right up under the dash. I've got two different dashes I'm putting in this car. I got the one that come out of it, which needs a lot of work, but it's uncut. Meaning that if I wanted to, I could come in here and I could put the console back in it. The one that came out of the LSX Metro, it's cut because we had the motor halfway inside the car in here. I may take two and make one. But the next question is, do I leave the dash gray or do I dye it black? I'm thinking black. So, like I said before, we're kind of at piddly stuff right now. And this will start going back together pretty quickly. Like I said, I got a bunch of stuff to clean up and paint. I did go today and get the paint to paint this stuff. The prices of spray paint's gotten quite ridiculous. I'm sure y'all are aware of that. But I added another $80 to our budget today. So still not bad considering. I go through a lot of blacks and silvers and stuff, so I don't have a bunch of that stuff laying around. But be back in a few. Alright, it's a little while later. I went in here and I dug some stuff out. I want to get the front suspension back under this car. Tomorrow I'm going to start cleaning this stuff up and getting it painted. That way we can get it back in the front end of this car. Obviously we're not putting it back in there like that. But, you know, they get this off these dollies. And I've also come to the conclusion that even if I get the suspension back under this, I'm still not really no better off. But I am going to get the stuff cleaned up and put back in here. I've got to get that motor back in this car. Because the motor's sitting on two dollies. And I've only got four, and two of them's under the car, under the centers. The one back here under the legs, and the two up under the subframe. My other two are right here. So, this is going to get I need to go ahead and order that stuff quit putting it off. Another thing I'm going to do, I've still not talked to track owner about the Battle of the Budget Builders race. I am doing that this week. I told y'all I would. And I'm going to drop a video this week on that. But I thought about, if we can get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to give something away. I don't know what it is. It might be something like this, or might be one of my collectibles that I have, or something along that lines. But if we can get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to pick somebody. It may be the 500th subscriber. Might be the 400th. Might be the 300th. I'm going to give something away. I don't know what. I've got lots of cool stuff here. It'll be absolutely no cost. And some of this stuff's dirty, and I'll clean it up, obviously. But we got lots of cool old stuff, hanging out around. This I've collected over the years. I've got stuff upstairs. But I'm going to give something away. And if we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll give something bigger away. I've got lots of big block stuff, and lots of LS stuff, and lots of Geo stuff, and like I said, lots of cool old stuff just hanging out. And this ain't all my stuff either. I've got stuff in other places that's in storage. But I'm going to give something away. This is kind of an incentive, for you to subscribe to the channel. Like the videos. I'm not trying to force you to. But I'm literally trying my best. I just figured it'd be something cool, and maybe get back to some of y'all that spend your time and watch this stuff. Maybe it'll help you out in your projects or something. But I won't cut this video today. Not real long. But I've not got a whole lot done today. So, if y'all don't care, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow.